Daily Bible reading, Ezekiel chapter 41, verses 13 through 26. He measured the total depth of the temple 100 cubits, and the depth of the vacant space and of the structure with its walls also came to 100 cubits. The front side of the temple, like the vacant space on the east, was 100 cubits wide. He also measured the width of the structure facing the vacant space in the rear, inclusive of its ledges, 100 cubits. Both the great hall inside and the portico next to the court, the thresholds and the windows with frames, and the ledges at the threshold, all over the three parts of each, were completely overlaid with wood. There was wainscoting from the floor to the windows, including the window frames, and extending above the openings, both in the inner temple and outside. And all over the wall, both in the inner one and in the outer one, ran a pattern. It consisted of cherubs and palm trees, with a palm tree between every two cherubs. Each cherub had two faces, a human face turned toward the palm tree on one side, and turned toward the palm tree was a lion's face on the other side. This was repeated all over the temple. The cherubs and the palm trees were carved on the wall from the floor to above the openings. As regards the great hall had 4 doorposts, and before the shrine was something resembling a wooden altar 3 cubits high and 2 cubits long, and having inner corners, and its length and its walls were of wood. And he said to me, "This is the table that stands before the Lord." The great hall had a double door, and the shrine likewise had a double door, and each door had 2 swinging leaves, 2 for the one door and 2 such leaves for the other. Cherubs and palm trees were carved on these, on the doors of the hall, just as they were carved on the walls. And there was a lattice of wood outside in front of the portico, and there were windows with frames and palm trees on the flanking walls of the portico on either side of the entrance, and on the temple side chambers, and on the lattices.